And finally, SAP came up with SAP S4HANA in 2015. Now, one of the biggest benefit of using SAP S4HANA is this HANA. Okay, what exactly is this HANA? So as of now, in this slide, I will not introduce HANA. I will just write some benefits of it. And in the next slide, we will talk in detail of what exactly is HANA and how it will benefit the organization. So with SAP S4HANA, the first benefit is new database. Number one. Number two, improved functionalities. So there are a lot of new functionalities and there are some functionalities which are already there, but those are improved. So I can say new and improved functionalities. Not only in finance, not only in SD, not only in MM, improved functionalities in almost all modules. And then very importantly, new user interface. So as I told you till now, we were using old SAP screens. With SAP S4HANA, SAP came up with new user interface which is called as Fiori. Okay, as of now, if you are not able to digest this terminologies, don't worry. In next 4 sessions, these things will be very clear in your mind. What is Fiori? What is HANA? Why should I go for HANA? So as of now, I'm just introducing these topics. When we say new database, it is HANA. So HANA is a database. Fiori is a user interface. And then apart from HANA and Fiori, there are some new and improved functionalities in each and every module that SAP S4HANA provides. So ultimately, why new database? New database is introduced for faster execution. What faster execution? So if you are doing the transaction, let's take an example. I think this you will be able to correlate. Many times when you go to the railway booking website or when you go to the movie ticket booking website, what happens is many times it is dead slow. Okay, you are trying to search whether the train is available between this route and this route, and when you click on search, it takes a lot of time to show you the results. And what is the answer that you get? The answer is server is slow. Why server is slow? Because there are many people who are trying to access the same database from different locations. So what is the solution? Is it like we should survive like that only? So today there are 10,000 users, tomorrow there will be 1 lakh users. So if we don't take the action, what will happen? We'll not be able to do anything. We'll not be able to book the tickets if we just don't do any action here. So what is the action? The action is we should improve our database. We know that this is a fact, that there are more and more users will work on this system. There are more and more users who will keep on increasing day by day and they will be booking these tickets. So we cannot leave it as it is. We need to improve it. So how can we improve it? Let's improve the database. How can we improve the database? Then comes the technical thing, right? So you deploy more RAM. Okay, this is very common even in your mobile device. If your mobile becomes slow, what you will do? Definitely you will go for that mobile where there is more RAM so that your processes are faster. Same way, SAP came up with SAP S4HANA. In SAP S4HANA, SAP came up with the new database. What exactly this new database does? This new database uses more RAM, uses new advanced tools to make your processes faster. So if you have worked on ECC, if your customer is complaining that my processes are too slow, it is taking a lot of time to execute the processes, what is the answer to that question? Answer to that question is HANA. HANA will give you the speed to perform your transactions, to execute your reports. Okay, so SAP S4HANA, just remember 3 things. Why SAP S4HANA? Number 1, it provides a new database which will make sure that your processes are executing faster. It provides you new and improved functionalities, and it is also providing you the new user interface in terms of Fiori, which will be like browser-based screen where you'll be able to do the transactions very easily. Even there is not much training required for the end user. Okay, so these are some of the benefits. These are some of the comparisons between R3, ECC, and S4HANA. So the latest one is SAP S4HANA. What is the full form of ECC? ECC stands for Enterprise Central Component. Yes. Okay, what exactly is the full form of S4HANA?
High performance analytical appliance.
That is the full form of HANA. High performance analytical appliance is the full form of HANA. But what is the full form of SAP S4HANA? What is the full form of this? See, there is a difference between S4HANA and HANA. These are not the same things. HANA and S4HANA, there is a big difference.
SAP Business Suite on HANA.
SAP Business Suite on HANA is not S4HANA.
Generation
SAP
4?
HANA is SAP ECC system running on HANA database. We will talk about all these things. So as of now, I'll just provide you the description. What is the full form? SAP Business Suite for SAP HANA. This for makes a big difference. For and on, it makes a big difference. When we say for, just remember, for stands for for. If you say on, then it will become ECC. SAP Business Suite on HANA and SAP Business Suite for HANA, there is a big difference.
Can we consider this S4 as generation 4 also, or like it is?
Definitely. This is, see, everything is generation. Now, if you compare R3 during that time in 1980s, 1990s, definitely this is a generation difference. So normally when you say fourth generation, fifth generation, so normally they given this 4 as fourth generation, but it doesn't comes in the full form. Although in many places you will find this 4 stands for the fourth generation, but it has nothing to do with the full form. So I'm just saying that in order to remember, just remember this 4 is nothing but for. Okay, so SAP, this is Business Suite. S means Business Suite for HANA. So even if you remove this SAP, that is fine. You use it, that is also fine. If you remove it, that is also fine. So SAP Business Suite for HANA. Simple way to remember this. Okay. Any questions? Deepak, are you there on the call?
Yes, I am.
I think you written something through the website. So you have any questions?
No, I think I will take it later on.
Okay, okay, no problem. Okay. Any questions till now? No questions. Okay. So let me take you this simpler topic for next 15-20 minutes, which is very important for you to understand, is what are different roles when it comes to SAP. So you must have heard SAP consultant. This is one. You might have heard SAP end user. Okay. And then, okay, let me first clarify these two things. These are very important to understand. What are we doing here? Are we taking the training on SAP consultant or we are taking the training on SAP end user? What is your understanding?
SAP consultant.
SAP consultant, not end user?
I think both.
Both, right? Both are important. If you want to become a good consultant, you definitely need to be a very good end user. Maybe you don't need the experience to become the end user, but at least because it is your responsibility as SAP consultant to provide the training to the end user. So how will you provide the training to the end user if you yourself don't know what is the job of the end user? So we are going to learn.
I think you should be first end user and then you can go for being consultant.
No, they will go hand in hand. You cannot
Yeah.
say first end user and then consultant. Yes, that is also possible. But in that case, you have to revisit lot of terminologies again and again. But if you follow the path, if you go
Mhm.
hand in hand, it will make more sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you just go for SAP end user training, then you don't need the consultant training. End user is just, he will come and he will perform the transaction without worrying upon how to do the configuration in the background. Okay. So just think in this way. If you are a end user, let's say you bought a new TV. Okay. Let's say you bought a new TV. Now, this is a completely new TV. No, like it is, all the features are new. So you don't know how to operate it. In this case, you are an end user or you are a consultant. You bought a new TV. So you are a consultant or you are an end user for using that TV.
End user.
End user.
Watch the TV. You don't need to do anything with what is being used in the background. You want to watch the TV, you want to use various features which are provided in the TV, right? But how will you use the TV if you don't know how to operate it? So normally what happens, right? Once you buy a new TV, they will give you the TV in the box and they will ask you, don't touch it. Our representative will come and he will prepare it before you start using it. So what is that representative? Actually, he is a consultant. Okay, same way. Okay, maybe let's continue this example. So as a consultant, he will come, he will set up the TV. Okay, he will also give you the training. He will tell you, okay, this is a remote, this is a button which will allow you to use this functionality, this is a button which will allow you to use this functionality. If you have any questions, you can ask, otherwise my handover is done. Once the handover is done, then as an end user, you will use it for years, right? And again, let's say after 5 days, you came to know that there is a new feature, but I'm not aware about it, how to use it. What you will do? Again, you will contact the consultant, right? Maybe if you call the toll-free number, the person who will be helping you to use that functionality, again, he is a consultant because he already knows how to use that functionality. So when it comes to SAP, who is the end user? Let's take an example. Let's take an example of Reliance Communication, just for example's sake. Reliance Communication is using SAP from years. But let's assume Reliance Communication has another subsidiary which they acquired, and now they want to implement SAP. So what they will do, first of all, they will contact SAP and they will buy SAP licenses from there. Okay, so they bought, in our example, they bought the TV. In SAP terms, they bought the license. Now, once they buy the license, they cannot directly start using it because their user doesn't know how to implement it, how to use it. It has to be implemented first. It has to be set up. Then only you will start using it. So what will happen? They will call the team of consultants. Who are the consulting teams? Who are the service providers who are good in consulting? So you must have heard Accenture, Capgemini, right? Wipro, TCS, Infosys. What exactly these companies are doing? These are the companies who are providing SAP consulting. So Reliance Communication will buy the licenses from SAP for implementing it. For starting to use that SAP system, they will need the consultants. So they will either select Infosys as their consultants, or they will select TCS or Accenture or Capgemini or maybe any other small service provider who is also providing the consulting service. Once finalized, Accenture team, Capgemini team, or any other team will come to the Reliance Communication. They will start implementing SAP. Okay, and finally, once everything has been set up, they will hand over to the end users. They will give the proper training. This is how you should use SAP. This is how you will be able to post the invoice. This is how you will be able to make the payment. So the complete training